So in this video, I'm going to be telling you exactly how I found out I was pregnant. My name is Oiza and I'm the Nigerian girl. I'm a lifestyle vlogger based in Kaduna, Nigeria. If this is your first time of seeing this face, you're very welcome to this channel. Do well to subscribe and don't be a stranger. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so before my husband and I got married, we kept saying to ourselves that, oh, we're gonna wait for a couple of years, maybe a year or two. We're gonna flex, we're gonna travel around the world, we're gonna live our lives and chop the life of our head. Little did we know that God had other plans for us. Oh my goodness. It's funny how you would make one plan and God would just be sitting down there looking at you like, You're deceiving yourself. No, go ahead. When he already knows the plans that he has for you, right? Shortly after we got married, I think it was the next month. So we got married in like February, and the next month, which was March, my period was running late, and I didn't even pay much attention to it. I just thought, oh, okay, because it happens. Like most times, it's either it comes a day or two late. So I didn't think much of it. I was going about my regular routine, going about my daily life, not paying attention to that because, oh well, we had a plan. So I work in a spa, and most times when they're doing body polish, body work, most of the products they use in doing the body work, I just noticed that I was irritated by the smell of those things. And it's funny because everything they use is organic, either like lime, coffee, eggs, milk, regular stuff that should not irritate anyone, right? So I just noticed that each time they're doing body polish for somebody or body work, I would run away because my office is like close to where the work is being done. Like I would leave there and go and sit maybe at the reception or just go somewhere for some fresh air. Like the smell would just make me so nauseated. I was always irritated by the smell. So there was one time one of my colleagues was telling me, this one that you're always irritated by the smell of this thing. Are you sure you're okay like this? Better go and check yourself. And I didn't understand what she was saying because in my mind I'm like, no, we're not getting pregnant anytime soon. So on that particular day when she said that, I felt like, hey, wahala. Okay, but what's the worst that can happen, Abi? On my way back from work on that day, I decided to stop at a pharmacy to pick up like a test strip. So I got like 2 just in case to be safe. So I got those cheap ones. I'll insert a picture here so you can see what I'm talking about. So I got like 2 of it and I went home on that day. I'll never forget, it was on a Friday. So when I got home, I called my sister on the phone. We're just gisting and talking because I needed like distraction so I won't panic or think about what I was about to do. I had never used a test strip before, so I had to Google the process of doing the test. So I remember going to the bathroom to pee, and then I how it's done. Okay, if you don't know how it's done, let me explain to you. So you basically pee on the stick, and if you get like 2 ticks, it means you're pregnant. If you get 1 tick, it means you're not. So when I peed on the stick, what was that? Jesus Christ. So eventually when I peed on the stick, I kept it on the sink, on the toilet sink, so it could, I think it takes about 2 minutes to for you to get the results. So I put the strip on the toilet sink and I went about doing what I was doing. So by the time I came back, I first saw like 1 tick, and then there was another, but it was like faded, like it wasn't clear enough. So thankfully I was on the phone with my sister and I'm like, oh my God, what do you think this means? Does this mean I'm pregnant? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. And the first few things that were running through my mind was, how am I going to tell my husband? Because we had a plan, remember? But then again, it takes 2 to tango, right? But I don't know why, I was just like really scared to to tell him. I cried. I was like, oh my God. The first thing I actually did was to kneel down and say thank you to God. I panicked, but then I was happy at the same time because, wow, I'm pregnant. It's a miraculous thing. Honestly, I wouldn't call being pregnant or getting pregnant just anything or anyhow, because it takes a lot. It's a mystery. A lot of people want to have this, but they don't have it. It's not as easy as it comes. It's easy for some and it's hard for some, so it's a bit dicey. So the first thing I did when I saw those 2 ticks was to kneel down and say thank you to God, because I knew that, okay, I was fertile, I could conceive, and I was carrying a human. How am I going to tell my husband? Because we had a plan, you guys. Like, how can this be happening? We had a plan. But at the same time, it was like mixed feelings. Like, I was happy and I was a bit sad at the same time. I didn't quite know how to process it, but at the same time, I was happy. So, I don't know if did I tell my husband that same day? I think I told him the next day because I was too scared to share the news. And besides, he wasn't even around on that day. He had gone out TGIF, came back pretty late. So the next day, I broke the news to him while we were about to have dinner. Why is it now that I'm recording a video that somebody's grinding pepper? So after I told my husband, the mood in the house changed drastically because we had plans. We hadn't even gone on our honeymoon because COVID, and we're thinking, okay, when everything is down, when COVID is gone and all that, we'll go wherever we want to go and have fun, and then this is happening, which means we can't even go anywhere. I'm not even going to have fun. We'll have fun, but we'll have to be cautious, So I think he was in disbelief. So he's like, you are going to do a proper test in a lab, so we know that, okay, this is for real. So the next Monday after then, I went to a proper lab to do a test, and I found out I was actually 5 weeks pregnant. I was like, hey, Willie. Let's just say it was a bitter pill to swallow for him. But then again, he was happy. But I guess he just had an odd way of expressing it at that time. While all this was happening, I was still happy. I was nostalgic about the whole thing because I'm like, wow, I'm pregnant. So from then on, I obviously started being cautious of the things that I ate, things that I drank, the outfits that I was wearing. Well, it didn't really matter at the first trimester, but I would say that my pregnancy was quite smooth. I didn't have any complications. I didn't have any weird happenings. I had cravings, but I didn't change much during my pregnancy. Matter of fact, I was glowing during my pregnancy because a lot of people didn't. Is it that they didn't know, or they probably knew but they couldn't tell that, okay, maybe this is what was happening. But I noticed I was always having mood swings when I was pregnant. I was an angry pregnant woman. Yeah, I was that woman. I remember somebody blocking me on Instagram because, oh God, people are funny. So when I was pregnant, I was quite angry. I was angry without cause. I would be angry when people make odd remarks. Maybe for instance, I post a picture and you're like, nose, or see your nose, or something stupid, So there was this particular person, there was a day I posted a video on Instagram, on my Instagram stories. I was ranting about something that had happened on my way back from work. And then this girl responds to my story by saying something finicky. She made to her, it was supposed to be a funny remark, but I took it personal because remember, I was an angry pregnant woman. So she made fun of my nose, and then do I still have that conversation? I don't. Oh, unfortunately, I don't, except if I go through my Instagram DMs to find it. But I don't know, if I have time, I'll check for it and I'll insert it up here so that you guys can see. I shall give her a response, and the girl now got angry and said, am I the first person to be pregnant? Am I the first person to have mental health or something stupid like that? And then she blocks me. I'm like, hey, who is supposed to block who? anyways, that's that. First trimester went by, everything was smooth, baby was okay. I started going for antenatal. Second trimester was good as well, but then obviously I had to change my wardrobe because some clothes didn't fit anymore. I was getting bigger. Third trimester, I was big. Not like big, but like I was quite big. My clothes didn't fit anymore. I had to be wearing big maxi dresses. My shoes didn't fit anymore. My nose was like what else? Well, my hair grew while I was pregnant, so that was one of the plus sides. When it got towards the end of the third trimester, I discussed my options with my doctor. I was told then that the tendencies of my baby being big were very high. So, we discussed the possibility of having a CS or a natural birth. But really, I wanted a CS because I didn't want to go through labor. Many of you may not know this, but my biological mom passed during childbirth. I had always been scared of getting pregnant or going through natural delivery. So I was really quite happy or eager to explore the option of CS if possible. I don't know, I just felt like it was a safer option. So I had a CS done, and my beautiful baby was out in less than 10 minutes, and the whole process was just wonderful. If you guys want a story time on how my CS came about or went to be, somebody's by the gates. So if you guys want a story time on how my CS experience was, please let me know and I'll do a video on that. So yeah, that's pretty much it on how I found out I was pregnant, my pregnancy journey and stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, as usual, leave a like, drop me a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.